Hello students, today we are going to see this topic drawing. Okay, so before getting into the topic, last class we have seen the topic is character format using control palette. So we have seen a lot of the things, what are the things that are available in the color palette, and you can see that this is the color palette, sorry, character control palette. This control palette consists of all the necessary tools that are needed for formatting the text. So this is this color control palette will be displayed when you select the text icon. Okay, text icon in the toolbox. So like this. Okay, you can see that this is the text icon on the top second icon in the toolbar. So when you just click on that and type some text, this will automatically appear on the screen, and you can just change the color, okay, by using the color palette. So this is the color palette. By default it will be available to you in the screen itself, but if you doesn't see it, then you can use this option, window show color, and this show color dialog box color palette will be available to you, so that you can change the color of text by this option. Okay, so now we are going into the drawing toolbar. Okay, so there are so many drawing tools in PageMaker: line tool, rectangle tool, ellipse tool, and uh, polygon tools are four main drawing tools. Okay, so first of all we'll see the drawing lines. Okay, how to draw a line in PageMaker. PageMaker has two line tools. The first one creates a straight line at any orientation. The second one is constrained line tool to draw only at incremental of 45 degree. Uh, you can change the property of the tool by double click on them. Refer figure 2.37 to figure 2.40. So this is 37 drawing a tool. So when you double click on that line tool, okay, so you can change the orientation. This is the dialog box. Okay, so this is a custom stroke dialog box that you can change the stroke style, stroke thickness, transparent at the background, so everything can be changed here. So these are all the different stroke style, and you can see that this will be available only at the 45 degree angle. Okay, so to draw a line, select the line tool from the toolbox. The cursor change to crosshair. Crosshair is nothing but the cursor will be looking like this. Okay, so a plus sign which is available here, this is known as crosshair. So when you select this line in the text box, sorry, in the toolbox, then the pointing arrow of the mouse will change to this crosshair. So now click and drag on the screen to draw your line. As you drag, the line appears. Release the mouse button and the line will be drawn and selected. Okay, so with the sizing handles, you can either end, you can resize the line by clicking and dragging the handles, okay, if necessary. So this handle is the small square dot that is available at the both ends of the line. You can just click on it and you can adjust the length of it uh, by clicking and dragging on it. Okay, so this is line 2. Okay, so if you want a dotted line, then you can change it just by double click on the line tool from the toolbox. then you have to select the custom tool. Custom stroke dialog box will appear. Now select the required stroke style that is available in the drop down list box, and you can see then you can click OK. Now the cursor change to crosshair. Click and drag on the screen to draw the dotted line. As you drag, the line appears. Release the mouse button on the line, and the line, by drawing and selecting with the sizing handles, you can on the either side resize can be done if necessary. Okay, next is drawing rectangular or ellipse. Okay, so you can also draw a rectangle and ellipse shape by using the same technique as used in the line drawing. So to draw a rectangle or ellipse, click on the rectangle or ellipse tool that is available in the toolbox. So here you can see that uh, after the line, you can see that uh, which is down to which is at the bottom of the line tool is rectangle, and at the bottom of the rectangle tool you can see the ellipse tool, and after the ellipse tool you can see the polygon tool. Okay, so these are all the tools that are used to draw different shapes like rectangle, ellipse, polygon. Okay, the tools which is next to this is the frame tool. Okay, so the X mark which is given inside the triangle is rectangle frame tool. The X mark which is given inside the ellipse tool is ellipse frame tool. So what is frame tool means? You can see that you can insert text into it. Okay, you can insert text into the frames, but you cannot able to insert text in the shapes. So this is the main difference between uh, shape tool and frame tool. Okay, so here you can see that we are going to draw the rectangle tool. So click and drag anywhere on the screen as you drag, a rectangle or ellipse appears. Release the mouse button and the rectangle or ellipse is of the desired size. Press the shift key while you are drawing to constrain the shape to a square or circle. Okay, so when you're drawing a perfect square, then you have to select the rectangle tool and press the shift key to draw a perfect square. So if you want a perfect circle, then you have to select the ellipse tool and you have to press down the shift key so that you can get a perfect circle. So these are all the examples of drawing a rectangle, ellipse, and square and circle. Okay, so this square can be drawn by pressing the shift key. So if you want to get a perfect circle, then also you have to press the shift key in the keyboard. Okay, so the next thing is rounded corners. So if you want a rounded corner uh, rectangle, then you can see that these are all the steps to draw a rounded corner rectangle. Double click the rectangle tool in the toolbox, then the rounded corner dialog box will be appearing. In that, you have to choose the settings from the presetted shapes. Okay, it will be available by presetted rounded corner. Then you have to click on the OK button, then the pointer will be changing to crosshair. Click and drag anywhere on the screen, then there is release the mouse button when you see the desired rectangle. If you want a perfect rounded square, then you have to press the shift key in the keyboard to uh, see the perfect square with the rounded corners. So next is drawing polygon. Okay, polygon means it's the shape which has multiple sides. Okay, uh, that is known as polygon. So to draw a polygon, click on the polygon tool from the toolbox. The cursor changes to crosshair. Click and drag anywhere on the screen. As you drag, a polygon appears. So release the mouse button when the polygon is of the desired shape. So this is an example, and here you can see that they have drawn a polygon which consists of 6 sides. Okay, so next is drawing a star using polygon. Okay, so it's an important 5 mark that is also available in your book pack exercise. So it's a important question. So to draw a star, click on the polygon tool from the toolbox. The cursor changes to crosshair. Click and drag anywhere on the screen. As you drag, a polygon appears. Release the mouse button when the polygon is of the desired size. Now go to elements in the menu bar. Okay, in the menu bar you can see an option which is known as elements. In that you have to select the polygon settings from the menu bar. Now the polygon settings dialog box will appear as shown in figure 2.45. So in that, if you want a 5 pointing or pointing sides of the star, then you have to enter 5 sides. Okay, so here number of sides is equal to 5 pointing sides. Pointing edges of a star is given as 5, so you can see that 5 pointing sides of the star has been created, and you can see that type 50% in the star insert. So the space between the uh, pointing pointing sides, okay, pointing edges, is given as 15%. Which is given as 50%. Now click OK. Now the required star appears on the screen as shown in figure. You can see also the preview of it. Okay, so you can see that elements is a menu that is available on the menu bar, and then you have to select the polygon tool. Okay, so the star insert person bends the polygon lines inwards to form a star shaped object. Okay, so you can see that so drawing a star with a given number of sides and required inset. Okay, so the value of star inset is 50%, the number of side is 15, so they have created 15 sides, and you can see that in the next triangle, next star shape, you can see that 25% of the uh, star inset space and number of sides is 25, so that you can see that the difference between this star and this star. Okay, so it is even more narrower than this star, okay, of 50%. So 25% is very less space, so you can see that the star sides has been very small. Okay, it's obviously looking like a circle with a uh, pointing triangle. Okay, so this is the, and here you can see that 70. Okay, number of sites is 70 and the star insert is 35%. So here you can see that this is looks like a star. Okay, so but you can see that the pointing is even more narrower than the previous one. So next is filling the shape with the colors and patterns. So you can see that we have seen how to draw the shapes, how to give different settings of shape, rounded corners and star using polygon settings, and we have seen different types of star insets. Now we are going to see uh, how to insert color into these objects. Okay, so by default you have to do you have to draw some shapes. Draw a rectangle using rectangle tool. Select the rectangle, choose window, show color. In the window is an option that you have to select the sub option which is known as show color in the menu bar, or you have to press Ctrl J. Now color palette appears. Click on the required color from the color palette, then the rectangle will be filled with that color. Refer figure 2.50 and 2.51. So this is the way of showing the color palette. Okay, window and show color is the option that to see the color palette here, and when just clicking on the color will be applied in the shape. With this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the working with the pages in the next class. Thank you, students.